Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Teleska, the Assistant Principal of the high school. At this time, I ask everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to play a video from our principal, Dr. Norman Francis.
Good evening, parents and guardians, district staff, Superintendent Rachel Goldberg, Board President Laura Gamarakian, and members of the class of 2021. It is with great pride that I begin this evening in which we honor the accomplishments and talents of our soon-to-be graduates. This program is a celebration of the senior students who have excelled in academics, athletics, and the arts. We also recognize students who have demonstrated exemplary leadership in our school and the wider community. We are grateful for many community partners that help to make this evening possible. Your moral and financial support, which helps to fuel the dreams and aspirations of our graduates, is sincerely appreciated. I want to also thank and congratulate the parents and guardians of the students being honored tonight. Your love and guidance has helped bring your children to this point, and on behalf of the Springfield Public Schools, I want to thank you for allowing us to partner with you and supporting them on their education journey. This evening would not have been possible without the help and support of many people. I want to take a moment to thank our faculty presenters that are here this evening. Mr. John Teleska, Ms. Candace Giano, Mr. Lance Jacobs, Ms. Mary Cokie, Mr. Matthew Van Dersen, Ms. Gordon Lewin, and Mr. Chris White. I also want to thank the administrative assistants that helped put this program together. Ms. Karen Finney, Ms. Kim Siri, Ms. Cindy Ferretti, and Ms. Lynn Livingston. I want to thank all the counselors, Ms. Hill, Ms. Ritter, and Mr. Vecchione, and the many teachers who helped to inform our school-based scholarship decisions. I also want to thank our district technology team, led by Ms. Daniela Riccardi, for their assistance with our live streaming technology this evening, and as well as JDHS Junior Chris Ortiz for operating the camera this evening. With that, I say let us commence with honoring our distinguished members of the class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Francis. And now a word from our superintendent, Rachel Goldberg.
Good evening, distinguished members of the class of 2021, to our parents, our staff members. I feel chills standing here right now because until last week we weren't sure that we would get to all be together. This is a pretty big deal in this whole course of a really challenging year. It is a genuine honor to stand before you this evening as we celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of these amazing seniors sitting before us. As you know, this was my first year in the school district, and I have had wonderful opportunities to listen to some of the incredible voices of the students that are sitting here tonight. You are leaders, you are thoughtful, you have experiences that will lead our country and our community moving forward. You have provided me with incredible experience and perspective about the work that is ahead of us in Springfield, and that makes me better for having met you. It is an incredible cliche at this point. This has been a year unlike any other, which really makes tonight's celebration of your accomplishments even more meaningful. You are being recognized for the work that you did throughout your high school career, and more importantly, for rising above the challenges that met you over the past 18 months. I don't have a lot more to say because tonight is all about you. I think it's also a wonderful time to celebrate the enormous goals and support that the community has, and the folks that have really reached out. I'm honored to get to join everybody tonight for what has been deemed a significant tradition in Springfield Public Schools, and I look forward to celebrating all of those accomplishments tonight. And I'm really looking forward to next week when I will get to declare you graduates and alumni of Jonathan Dayton High School. It is now my honor to introduce one of the parents of a senior, and more importantly for me, but not for you, one of our distinguished board members, Mr. Hector Munoz.
Good evening, everyone. Hopefully I won't break down. Thank you, Superintendent Goldberg. Good evening, class of 2021. Dr. Norm Francis, Principal, Jonathan Dayton High School. Laura Demarikian, President, Springfield Board of Education. Springfield team members, parents, community members, thank you for granting me this opportunity to briefly address the class of 2021 as we recognize all their achievements. Tonight we will honor an amazing group of students. For me, it is a privilege to stand here. I've seen so many of you grow up into the superior young men and women that you've become. So I congratulate your parents, many of them who I call my friends and extended family. Thanks for the bonds that you have all created. Your parents have played a major part in your success, supporting you each and every day to reach higher standards in and out of school. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would also like to thank the extraordinary teachers you have had over the course of your education in the Springfield School District for their unwavering support. And I'd also like to take a moment to recognize a teacher who's made a significant impact on many students, Mr. Campbell. If you're listening, we received your letter, Daniel received your letter this past weekend, and you're an amazing educator. Thank you. I'd like to thank and recognize all the coaches for your dedication and the impact you had on our children. And now this brings me to the most important affair this evening. I'd like to start by recognizing you, the class of 2021. You have demonstrated a strong will and focus to achieve your academic goals. No pandemic has slowed you down or kept many of you from achieving the highest standards your teachers set for you. It says a lot about who you are. You are all engaged, determined, productive, balanced, and mentally strong young men and women. All of these characteristics are evident and have been demonstrated in the last year as you adapted. As the United States seems to be slowly returning to normalcy, it is important to remember that we have all had to adapt to changes to which we had no control over. So why did we have to adapt to change? Often the answer is because we have no other choice or life may pass us by. Change is inevitable in life. People who adapt are flexible and able to work around issues. Those who resist change, they may be stuck. However, when we adapt and adjust, things will likely head in the right direction for us. Though adaptability may not be an innate ability in us, it is something we can all learn. When an athlete gets injured, a coach will move a player to a new position to meet the needs of the team. When these approaches are successful, it can result in incredible positive outcomes. So let's look at how you all changed. In the spring of 2020, we had to adjust to remote work. Your parents had to work from home while managing childcare. Students had to complete work from home while adjusting to technological challenges. Your teachers, they had to implement platforms proficiently while learning to use new platforms to enhance the student learning experience, and you all adapted. In September of this year, we were fully engaged in virtual learning. People slowly began to return to work, which left challenges of childcare and sometimes placed a challenge upon you as students who had to watch your siblings while attending classes simultaneously. Schools reopened, and now you had to adjust to learning through a hybrid setting. Students who have selected or elected to attend school on a hybrid track, you had to adapt to an alternating environment. With all of those challenges, some might even say struggles, you all adapted and you all succeeded. It is not as easy as some people may think. So when we consider all of this year's students, awards, recognitions for the class of 2021, I am thrilled to know, observe, and be reassured that you have all risen to the challenge and adapted as leaders. This brings me to one last thought. John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, son of John Adams, the 2nd President of the United States, once said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and become more, you are a leader." Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure the impact lasts in your absence when you're simply not there. So next week, when you walk up those stairs and you receive your diplomas, I encourage you all to leave Jonathan Dayton as leaders. Congratulations. May God bless you all. We're proud of you and glad to see you all here tonight. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Mr. White.
Thank you, Mr. Munoz. Just on a personal note, just to follow up on what Mr. Munoz and Mrs. Goldberg said, I'd like to offer my personal congratulations to all of you seniors and parents and guardians here. I've never been so impressed by the ability of a group of people to adjust the way you guys have over the last 2 years. It's been, obviously an extraordinary set of circumstances, and I've been just blown away by your ability to perform at such a high level in the classroom, on the athletic field, and extracurriculars. Congratulations to each and every one of you. The first series of awards tonight are memorial scholarships donated by community members in memory of loved ones who were integral parts of the Jonathan Dayton High School and Springfield communities. The first award is the Frederick Heck Memorial Scholarship. Each of the donors of these awards has written a paragraph or so that they'd like me to read, just to explain the scholarship and where they're from. And just for logistical purposes, when you receive an award, if you come up the stairs, you receive it here, and then follow across the stage, and then back down across the other side. The Frederick Heck Memorial Scholarship is given annually to a student heading towards a career in healthcare. It is named for Dr. Gary Heck's father, who passed away at the age of 70 in 2005. Mr. Heck was a CPA, and his quote in his son's high school yearbook was, "Always do good." That simple statement has guided Dr. Heck and his brothers to be charitable and to look for opportunities to help others advance in life. This scholarship was started for just that reason. Congratulations to the winner and to their fellow graduates. And the winner of the 2021 Frederick Heck Memorial Scholarship is Patrick Ajayi. Our second memorial award is the Bertram Caswiner Memorial Scholarship. Tonight, it is my privilege to present the annual Bertram Caswiner Memorial Scholarship. This award is being given to the individual who shows interest in pursuing medicine or dentistry and shows passion towards that end. All applicants submitted essays that Dr. Caswiner personally read and carefully considered. Dr. Caswiner's father, Dr. Bertram Caswiner, and his son Lee, who was the donor of the award, worked together for 15 years before his passing. Working together, Lee could see on a daily basis how much he loved his work. He was a great father and an inspiring mentor to his son. Dr. Caswiner fully expects that the recipient of this year's scholarship, Patrick Ajayi, will ultimately have the same devotion and passion for his career as his father. The winner of the Bertram Caswiner Memorial Scholarship. The next award is the Daniel R. Triano Memorial Award, which is given in honor of Daniel Triano, who was a hockey player at Jonathan Dayton High School. Daniel, who was a junior at AIT at the time, lost his life in an automobile accident, leaving AIT almost 5 years ago. Daniel played sports as soon as he could. He played soccer, baseball, and even basketball. He enjoyed the competition and being around other children. However, his true love was ice hockey. Daniel would be very dedicated to this sport, playing club and once in high school with the Jonathan Dayton team. This award goes to 2 students who were dedicated to and enjoyed playing hockey as much as Daniel. These students also showed good character on and off the ice. Congratulations to the 2021 Daniel R. Triano Memorial Award winners, Mark Cunningham and Gary Mignon. Our next scholarship is the Joe Pep III Memorial Scholarship. The Joe Pep III Memorial Scholarship was established in 2004 by family and friends to honor the memory of Joseph Pep III. Joe was a 1974 graduate of Jonathan Dayton and was Dayton's first 1,000-point scorer in boys basketball. Joe went on to play 4 years of collegiate football as a quarterback. He was a fierce competitor with a good balance of sportsmanship. Joe's leadership was noted by his peers, his coaches, and his teachers alike. He coached many youth sports and became a professional firefighter in Springfield. In his honor, the Pep family has given back to the community where he gave so much of himself. Congratulations and best of luck to the winner of the 2021 Joe Pep III Memorial Scholarship, Daniel Munoz and Ayana Wood. And now to present the Jordan Lee Fish Foundation Scholarships, Ms. Mary Koke.
Sorry, it wasn't a valid tag, but this particular award has personal meaning for me. Jordan Lee Fish was a sophomore when he succumbed to leukemia in the spring of 2003, 18 years ago. He was a bright and funny 14-year-old who was a force of nature. No matter the day, he faced his illness with a smile and determination to be well. He enjoyed sports, especially baseball and ice hockey. Jordan loved the arts and performed in the choir, musical theater, and band while attending school. In fact, one of his last events here at high school was performing on the stage in Music Man with his older sister and younger brother. Our family created this scholarship in his memory for a student who shows passion and leadership in the areas of music and musical theater. One student will be awarded a scholarship for the music department and another for musical theater and drama. It's my great pleasure to award Sarah Zarember and Samantha Temkin with the Jordan Lee Fish Foundation. Back to Chris White.
The next award is the Lee Adler Memorial Scholarship. On behalf of the Adler family, I want to congratulate the seniors tonight. You have distinguished yourselves with your accomplishments, but do not stop here. Keep raising the bar for your success. Lee Adler was an accomplished student here at Jonathan Dayton. He walked these halls just like you seniors and graduated at the top tier of his class in 1971. Lee's 4 years here were characterized by superior academic performance, exemplary conduct, and participation in extracurricular activities, both sports and a variety of clubs. Lee graduated from Kenyon College in Ohio and went on to earn a PhD in nuclear chemistry from Texas A&M, utilizing his acumen for both mathematics and chemistry. He developed a love for and an expertise in computer programming, relishing in the challenge of solving complex computer programs. Lee moved back to Springfield when his daughter was young and became an active participant in the community in many ways, coaching sports, supporting charities, and actively participating in religious affairs, donating both his time and his money. It was while working at the World Trade Center for Cantor Fitzgerald on 9/11 that Lee was taken from us. The family created the Lee Adler Memorial Scholarship for 3 reasons. 1, for his family and friends to help keep Lee's name alive in the community. 2nd, for Lee himself to recognize accomplishments in the subjects and disciplines that were near and dear to Lee's hearts, those being math, science, computer science, and community service. And 3, for you to help in some small way keep alive awareness of how 9/11 impacted our community, our country, and our lives. I know that you seniors have not yet come into this world at this time, but I'm sure that you're aware of the impact that this event had and continues to have. Many of those receiving these scholarships in the past have spoken of being motivated to visit Ground Zero and then feeling a deeper connection to our hometown, knowing that a member of our community and a graduate of Jonathan Dayton was lost in that tragic event. We hope that these awards have similar meaning for this year's recipients. This year's recipient of the Lee Adler Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Math, Science, or Computer Science goes to Christopher Engelbart. And this year's award for the Lee Adler Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Community Service goes to Francesco Saracino. Our next award is the Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz Memorial Scholarship. The following was written by Bev Rabinowitz, cousin of Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz. As a former graduate of Jonathan Dayton, it is my privilege to present the Jerry Rabinowitz Memorial Scholarship to a senior who plans to pursue a career in the medical field. Why was this award created? The answer is Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz, whose memory is being honored tonight. Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz was my dear cousin, a beloved family doctor in Pittsburgh until October 27, 2018, when he lost his life as a result of the brutal massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. Jerry had been safe in another room when, upon hearing gunshots, he left that safe place and rushed into the main sanctuary in order to help the wounded. Sadly, he and 10 others lost their lives that day. This incredible man, a hero, although he would never refer to himself in that way, died as he lived, putting others first. Aside from this tragic event, who was Jerry Rabinowitz? First, he was a 1969 graduate of Jonathan Dayton High School. He was humble, but an amazing physician and human being. Some examples of his dedication to his patients, as well as to the medical profession, are as follows. In the late 1980s, when the AIDS epidemic was at its height, Jerry was among the very first doctors willing to treat HIV-positive patients while others shunned them. And although wonder drugs were yet to come, Jerry treated his patients with kindness, compassion, respect, and encouragement. He would even hold their hands as he offered them much-needed comfort. In fact, Jerry made everyone with whom he had contact feel special. With that being said, he also spearheaded the development of an ethics department in the hospital where he admitted patients. On a personal note, Jerry was someone who lit up the room. He loved life and people. In personalizing him even further, I can tell you that he had a great sense of humor and a warm smile. He adored his wife Miri, loved cats, bow ties, and his congregation, Dor Hadash, of which he served as president. Here at Jonathan Dayton, Jerry had many close friends and teachers. In fact, his legacy inspired his classmates to collect donations, thus creating the Jerry Rabinowitz Memorial Scholarship. Jerry would have been so proud of the recipient. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2021 Jerry Rabinowitz Memorial Scholarship Award winner, Irene Nguyen. Here's that Irene is not here with us tonight. Our next award is the Michael DeSole Memorial Scholarship. The Michael DeSole Memorial Scholarship was created 18 years ago to honor the memory of Michael DeSole, who was a self-taught computer technician who worked for the Springfield School District for 17 years. Mike was known to have a wonderful disposition and a great sense of humor. He was also extremely dedicated to his work, always patient and willing to help both his colleagues and the student body. This memorial scholarship was founded by Mr. Fabiano, a great friend of Mike's, as well as the DeSole family, in order to keep his memory alive. The 2021 graduating class recipients were chosen based on their respective careers and their similar attributes to Michael. We are extremely honored to name Tamil Filler, Kaylee Iglesias, and Polina Lastovskaya as this year's recipients of the Michael Soul Memorial Scholarship. Our next awards are the Christopher James Phillips and Susan V. Phillips Memorial Scholarships. The Christopher and Susan Phillips Foundation is awarding 2 scholarships, one in memory of Christopher and one in memory of his mother, Susan. The world lost both in July 2011. Susan and her husband Frank graduated Jonathan Dayton in 1967, their daughter Sharon graduated in 1997, and their son Chris in 2002. Sharon's daughter Riley, who's now 4 years old, loves helping her mommy hand out these awards. While they missed the opportunity to shake your hands, we do hope that your families are healthy and safe, and they wish you a very heartfelt congratulations on graduating high school. We have asked that the recipient of the Susan B. Phillips Award be a young woman who's active in both philanthropy and the community, as Susan always was. We asked the recipient of the Chris Phillips Award be a young man who is interested in the healthcare field, either as a volunteer or looking to study health or medicine. Christopher was an EMT, a nursing technician, and a nursing student. We are always eager to hear from our recipients, and please feel free to reach out through our website, csphillipsfoundation.org, or through social media. We would like to wish you all the best as you begin the next chapter in your lives. The 2021 Christopher James Phillips Memorial Scholarship winner is Aaron Catalis. And the 2021 Susan V. Phillips Memorial Scholarship winner is Nicole Fiore. The next series of awards are donated by the Springfield Lions Club. On behalf of the Springfield Lions Club, I'd like to congratulate the scholarship recipients in the entire graduating class of 2021. The Springfield Lions Club served the community of Springfield for 96 years. Lions is an international service organization of over 1.4 million members dedicated to helping those who are visually and hearing impaired. The Lions motto is, "We serve." And in these difficult times, that motto should apply to all of us. We hope that these 6 scholarships that are being awarded, which are in the field of business, volunteerism, and education, will help you to continue in your chosen field of education. We would like to also thank the families, staff, and teachers for their support and guidance. And that was written by Michael Golden, the president of the Springfield Lions Club. So there's 6 memorial scholarships. The first is the Walter A. Hone Memorial Scholarship in the field of science, and the award winner is Emma Motivir. The next award is the Bonnell Brothers Award in the field of business studies. This year's winner is Emily Viella. The next award is the James M. Duguid Award in the area of volunteerism, and this year's award winner is Carolina Silva. The next award is the William W. Hummel Award in Technical and Vocational Education. This year's award winner is Tiara Jackson. The next two awards are both in the field of education. The first is the Kenneth A. Matfield Award in Education. The winner, Olivia Pagnillo. And the final Lions Club Award, also in the field of education, is the Ruth Grossman Award. This year's award winner is Riel Ramundo. All right, that concludes the memorial awards. The next are community awards donated by the Springfield Mayor's Day Committee at Baltusrol and also by the Baltusrol Golf Club. This next award, there are multiple winners. Please hold your applause until I've had a chance to call all winners. When you come up, please remain on the stage. Springfield Mayor's Day at Baltusrol Committee is proud to be able to continue the program of providing scholarships to Jonathan Dayton High School students for over 60 years. We wish to thank the membership and the board of directors of the Baltusrol Golf Club for allowing us to hold our annual tournament at Baltusrol and helping to make these awards possible. We're very sorry that we cannot be here in person to present these scholarships and wish every senior well in their future endeavors. These are trying times for everyone, and we commend all of you on dealing with this new reality. We know this is not what you expected when you started your senior year. And these words are on behalf of the Mayor's Day Committee, Scott Seidel, Dr. Gary Hecht, Joel Millman, and Michael Quick. The Springfield Mayor's Day at Baltusrol Golf Club Awards recognize scholar athletes of the class of 2021. The winners of this year's awards: Patrick Ajay, Jordan Berkowitz, Ava Bertolotti, Caden Cobbs, Ryan Disco, Christopher Engelbart, Aiden Fories, Jordan Fry, Jeremy Bryce, Abby Hochreiner, Dexter Kennedy, Kaya Mayhe, Abigail Molino, Emma Mohabir, Juliana Monticello, Irene Gwynn, Adelina Pino, Nikita Saha, Ryan Sickinger, Sarah Spinner, Samantha Temkin, and Sarah Zarember. award is the Baltusrol Golf Club Scholarship, which is awarded to members of the Jonathan Dayton High School varsity golf team. This year, the team won the conference championship. They were North Jersey Section 2 Group 1 champions and finished third place in the state tournament. The winners of the Baltusrol Golf Club Scholarship: Jordan Berkowitz, Ryan Disco, Avery Fories, Jordan Fry, Jeremy Price, and Ryan Sickinger. It is now my honor to reintroduce a man who needs no introduction to continue the awards, Vice Principal of Jonathan Dayton High School, Mr. John Telesco.
Thank you, Mr. White. We now have the Brian M. McNaney Memorial Scholarship Award. Dear Jonathan Dayton High School graduation class of 2021, the McNaney Charitable Foundation, MCF, originated in 2015 after the sudden passing of our brother, Brian M. McNaney, a Dayton alumni and an outstanding three-sport athlete. Along with the previous passing of our brother, Paul A. McNaney, and our mother, A. Marie McNaney. The interest of Michael O. McNaney, Rita McNaney, Edward J. McNaney, during this difficult time in 2015 was to reassess our accomplishments and successes personally and professionally. We agreed it was time for us to give back to the community in recognition of all of our achievements over the many years. In October of 2015, the MCF was initiated in our introductory fundraising event, which was an exceptional success. Our supporters over the past 6 years have been extremely generous in giving MCF the opportunity to give back to many charitable organizations, community athletic teams, and others who give back to their communities. In 2015, the MCF has been fortunate to provide the high school graduate scholarships at the following high schools. At the Jonathan Dayton High School, the Brian McNaney Memorial Scholarship Award. At the Summit High School, the McNaney Charitable Foundation Memorial Scholarship Award. And for Roselle Park High School, the Coach Brian M. McNaney Memorial Scholarship Award. Our charitable organization also provides financial assistance to many other charitable organizations and events, and also financially assists law enforcement, the fire service, EMS, and other first responders, dedicated professionals. The McNaney family, on behalf of the MCF, is truly honored to be afforded the opportunity to present at Jonathan Dayton High School 2021 graduating class scholarship in memory of our brother, Brian M. McNaney, who is now outstanding athlete in this high school in his college career, along with being a compassionate volunteer with athletic and recreation organizations over many years. The MCF is proud to congratulate Ms. Juliana Monticello on her selection as the 2021 Brian M. McNaney Memorial Scholarship Award. Next, we have the David Van Hart Memorial Scholarship. In September of 1967, David Van Hart joined the faculty at Jonathan Dayton High School. Throughout his 30-year career in mathematics department, he taught computer science, basic skills, mathematics, and statistics. In addition, he was active in many school activities, including head official for track and field, key club advisor, business manager for the school musical and yearbook. In 1988, Mr. Van Hart was designated as JDHS's Outstanding Teacher. His thoughts in an article published in the Union County Leader announcing the designation sums up his dedication to and love for teaching with the following. Quote, I try to push my students and challenge them to obtain excellence. I recognize students in class for doing outstanding work, but I'm blessed. This is a fine school with many highly motivated students. What gives me the most satisfaction, though, is seeing the results of what these students are able to put together and accomplish. How they can manage somehow to produce beyond the level which they had previously thought possible. It is great being around the students and having the opportunity to talk with them and to deal with them one-on-one in a mutual solving of problems. And I love the diversity of the courses I teach, the challenges of computers, the discipline of statistics. But despite the various levels of academic talent you might see from class to class, you have to treat all the students fairly to give them the same opportunities. Be friendly, treat them as individuals, and try to understand their academic needs. The David Van Hart Memorial Scholarship goes to Shannon Kennedy. Next, we have the William Jones Memorial Scholarship Award. The William Jones Memorial Scholarship Award is given to a college-bound senior who has achieved success in cross-country and or track and has demonstrated outstanding leadership, exemplary character, commitment to the program, and developed a passion for the sport. The William Jones Memorial Scholarship goes to Abby Hochbrunner. Next, the American Legion Scholarship. For the American Legion Scholarship, students were asked to write an essay called What a Veteran Means to Me. One essay in particular stood out, and therefore the scholarship goes to Abigail Wilson. Next, we have the Springfield Patriot Chamber of Commerce Scholarship. We have 3 recipients: David Greenman, Daniela Rosario, and in memory of Mallory Grossman, Ms. Adelina Pino. Next, we have the Dr. Jack Zuber Scholarship. The recipient of the Dr. Jack Zuber Scholarship is presented to an individual who is seeking a career in the dental or healthcare field and who exemplifies and understands the value of hard work, dedication, selfless commitment, and the importance of helping others. To this student, thank you for recognizing the importance of a career choice that involves helping others and giving back unconditionally. You are a very impressive young adult who will do well in life. You have a bright future ahead of you. Reading your scholarship application shows you exemplify all these important traits. We hope this is just the beginning of your successful journey in life and in the pursuit of your dreams. The Dr. Jack J. Zuber Scholarship goes to Tiara Jackson. we have the Springfield Rotary Club Scholarships, the Dr. Serson Scholarship, Community Service. These go to 3 recipients: Samara Engel, Alexandra Pinho, and Tara Jackson. Next, we have the Rotary Club of Springfield Volunteer Scholarship. The Rotary Club of Springfield Volunteer Scholarship was created to teach our young adults to consider volunteerism as they grow and become productive members of our society. The scholarship was created to honor the bridge that was created between the Rotary Club of Springfield and the Jonathan Dayton High School PTSO. In our first partnership, the 2 organizations worked together to create a food truck festival, an event to raise money for the 2021 senior class and other charitable endeavors. A large-scale community event like that requires dedicated volunteers working tirelessly, selflessly to bring the event like that to fruition, and that is what this student did. His hard work and dedication was instrumental in making the festival a successful event that did not go unnoticed. The student's exceptional spirit of volunteerism exemplifies the essence of this scholarship. The Rotary Club of Springfield Volunteer Scholarship goes to Alexander Gary. The First Presbyterian Church of Springfield. The scholarship committee at the First Presbyterian Church was very impressed with the work of 20 students who submit applications for our Community Service Project Scholarship. With that being said, we are pleased to say that we would like to present 5 scholarships to this year's Jonathan Dayton School. The honorees this year in no particular order are Pablo Carvajal, Abby Hockreiner, Ashley Matthew, Juliana Mozzella, and Emma Barone. It was very difficult to choose just 5. You had asked for a description of what the scholarship means to our church as an organization. One of our tenets of the Presbyterian Church is to be involved in our communities and serve others. By means of this scholarship, the First Presbyterian Church Springfield wants to celebrate the student citizens who recognize the importance of community service in our town, our township of Springfield. We know and love. The recipient chosen by our scholarship committee are awarded the scholarship because of their wholehearted commitments and endeavors to make a difference in our communities. The continued community awareness and service shown by these recipients will undoubtedly inspire others. Thank you for encouraging the students of Jonathan Dayton High School and who have dedicated themselves to community service. These students are our future, and these opportunities will lead them to become thoughtful and involved adults. With that situation in the world, it has become even more evident that we need to continue to encourage this type of stewardship to our neighbors and community and to rise above together. Thank you. I'd now like to bring up Mr. Matt Henderson.
First award this evening that I will be presenting is the Springfield Basketball Association. Springfield Basketball Association is proud to announce the recipients of the 2021 SBA Scholarship Award. Every year, the SBA recognizes student athletes from Jonathan Dayton's senior class who exemplify our core values by consistently showcasing their strong work ethic, sportsmanship, and leadership skills both on and off the basketball court. These outstanding young men and women have demonstrated their commitment to academics and athletics, from the middle school years as players in the Springfield basketball programs, and throughout their high school varsity careers. During these difficult and unprecedented times, more than ever before, we can look on with confidence and optimism as our future leaders prepare for college, knowing that they are equipped to overcome any obstacle they may face. On behalf of the Springfield Basketball Association Board of Directors, coaches, and players, I congratulate David Aries, Ali Manguso, and Daniel Munoz on their amazing collegiate careers. I wish them all the best in college and beyond. Soccer Boys Senior Scholarship. The Senior Boys Senior Scholarship is given to senior soccer players who have shown leadership, good citizenship, passion, and commitment for the game of soccer. They must have been active in our fundraiser and have played at a varsity level for at least 2 years. This scholarship is possible thanks to money fundraised by athletes and parents. The recipients for this year are Jordan Berkowitz, Pablo Carvajal, Jeremy Dash, Ryan Disco, Aiden Fories, Alexander Gary, and Jack Walcott. And also a special note from Coach Felix Fabiano. It was a privilege and pleasure having had you guys in our program. The K. Schaefer Jonathan Dayton Lacrosse Scholarship, Class of 2021. Heading into the 2020 spring lacrosse season, expectations were high to build upon its 7-10 record, including a playoff appearance. With Coach Robert Braxton now leading the charge, the team was energized and ready to show its opponents that Dayton Lacrosse was a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, a global pandemic interrupted the season before it could start. Still, our seniors were undeterred and came back a year later more determined than ever to finish what they started. This class of seniors was the impetus behind creating Dayton's varsity program and has worked tirelessly to ensure the program's success. This is especially true for the 2 recipients of the K. Schaefer Jonathan Dayton Lacrosse Scholarships. Much of the credit for the growth of the program of lacrosse in Springfield can be attributed to Jeff K. Schaefer and his family, who were relentless in getting the youth program going nearly 9 years ago with our current senior class, and whose efforts culminated with 2019's varsity launch. In 2018, Booster Club established a scholarship in Jeff's name so that decades from now, future lacrosse players will know the person responsible for bringing varsity lacrosse to Jonathan Dayton High School. To be eligible for the 2 $500 scholarships seniors had to have played 4 years on the Jonathan Dayton lacrosse varsity or JV team, played for at least 1 season as part of the Springfield Junior Lacrosse program, maintained a 3.0 grade point average, displayed leadership, contributed to the growth of the sport in the community, and has served as a positive role model to the program, and submitted a 500-word essay describing what being part of a Jonathan Dayton first lacrosse varsity team meant to them. The first recipient was one of the originals, or part of the inaugural team of 25, having picked up a lacrosse stick in the 4th grade. He was first attracted to the program as it was faster paced than baseball, allowing him to run and hit people. However, lacrosse provided him with life lessons and friendships beyond the field in the 9 years of playing, which was especially poignant after such a challenging year. According to this recipient, lacrosse made my senior year and has given me something good in these dark times. It has given me a chance to express myself, relieve stress, and get away from some of the hardships of the real world. The sport has taught me how to overcome adversity, work together with others toward a common goal, and just how to be a good person. This individual showed his leadership skills early as he earned a spot as a starter on Dayton's inaugural varsity team and was selected as one of the team captains as a sophomore. This season, he is the team's top defender with 1 goal and 5 assists. Next year, he will hang up his long stick, but will still compete on the collegiate level as part of Gettysburg's football team. The second recipient picked up the sport a little later in the 7th grade, but was equally dedicated. He laughs that he was given a warm welcome to the sport by getting knocked down, but that did not deter him from getting up and having fun. Another long stick defenseman, this individual saw some action as a sophomore and was looking to get ample playing time in his junior season before the pandemic. Unfortunately, his time on the field has been limited this season due to injury. Still, he is hopeful of getting on the field before the season is over, and he heads to the University of Pittsburgh. This individual credits Johnson Dayton Lacrosse for teaching him much about himself that he might not never have realized. As it has been a group effort to bring lacrosse to Dayton, each player prides itself on playing a role. According to this student athlete, lacrosse has taught me the importance of teamwork and wanting to see everyone succeed, not just myself. Dayton Lacrosse helped me establish a mentality when I feel that I never lose, I either win or learn. All pressures and challenges that my teammates and I face are all opportunities for us to rise. Lastly, through lacrosse, I have learned to be a leader, extending from athletics to school to my daily life. By watching the leadership of others and volunteering to coach the youth, I have gained fundamental qualities that I will always use in my life. The Johnson Dayton Lacrosse program owes a great debt to these two individuals, along with the entire senior class of players and several who have left the program, but left an indelible mark on the future of lacrosse in Springfield. It is with great pleasure to award the 3rd annual K. Schaefer Johnson Dayton High School lacrosse scholarships to Anthony Abasella and David Greenman. The Springfield Girls Softball Association has been giving scholarships to its former players for the past 14 years. We have always felt it is important to recognize young ladies who know how to manage themselves well in the classroom and on the softball field. Each of these student athletes have worked hard in both capacities, excelling at their schoolwork and on the softball field. I've personally had the privilege of watching these girls grow in our recreation program, beginning at the 1st grade level. Their interest in the sport and motivation to get better was clear even at such a young age. In an instant, they are now young ladies ending their softball career at Dayton and getting ready to embark on new experiences in college. All of these scholarship recipients have managed to give the little bit of free time they have to helping the young players of our current recreation softball teams and clinics, whom will all too soon be seniors accepting an award. The impression this makes on the younger girls is so important, as it is lasting and priceless. It's always nice to see the young players watching the games at Dayton with awe, as they watch Nicole pitch strikes, Colby make plays at 3rd or in left field, Kaya stop balls at shortstop, and Abby make catches in center field, along with all the other players working so hard to win the game. It is apparent the younger girls are beginning to develop a love of the sport and desire to help others, thanks in part to the volunteer efforts of these recipients. The softball board and I are sure that their involvement has helped us grow the recreation softball program in recent years to the point of our highest enrollment ever in 2021. It is for those reasons we recognize Nicole Cataldo, Colby Danger, Kaya Mahy, and Abby Wilson as this year's recipients. Although their softball career Dayton was cut short, the skills they gained from playing the sport and the lessons they learned in succeeding in their academics will last far beyond high school. We wish these girls the best of luck in their bright futures, as well as to all the seniors class of 2021. Sincerely, Jennifer Cataldo, President of Softball for Springfield Girls Softball. Springfield, New Jersey Baseball League provides scholarships to individuals who played in our league and have continued to play at Dayton. We'd like to honor players who have showed dedication to baseball, the school, and the community, as well as how they expressed what playing baseball in our league has meant to them and how it affected them. With that, along with the rest of the Springfield, New Jersey Baseball League Board, I'd like to congratulate the following recipients and wish all the graduating seniors the best of luck in the future. As always, I'd like to remind the graduates to always remember where you came from and to continue to represent yourselves, your families, and Springfield well. Congratulations to Jeremy Dash and Francesco Saracino on receiving the 2021 The 2021 Gridiron Scholarship. This is from Tony Apicella, President of the Bulldog Gridiron Club. For those of you that are not aware, the Bulldog Gridiron Club is a not-for-profit organization formed with the primary intent to promote and facilitate fundraising for the football program here at Johnson Dayton. Tonight's scholarships are a direct result of the Gridiron's fundraising efforts. To be considered for the scholarships, applicants must be college-bound seniors graduating from Johnson Dayton High School. They must have played for 4 years on the Dayton football team and be a student in good academic standing. Applicants were asked to submit an essay describing what skills has Dayton football taught me that I can apply in life. This is the primary criteria for the selection of this year's two $500 scholarships being presented tonight. The two recipients can be best described as honest, compassionate, motivational, hardworking, and caring players, always willing to play where needed and lending a helping hand without being asked to do so. As four-year program players, both athletes did whatever was asked of them and always put the team first. They would often mentor and talk to the younger players and tell them to stay positive. Both players are of high character young men who not only made Dayton proud, but the entire Springfield community proud. As per the coach's comments, it was a pleasure to watch them play from the junior dog level all the way through their high school careers. Anyone who knows these two young men would agree that they conduct themselves with class, integrity, and sportsmanship on and off the field. These are only a few of the countless leadership qualities that tonight's two 2021 Bulldog Gridiron Award recipients display. It is truly a pleasure to congratulate David Aries and Anthony Apicella. Thank you for your attention. The Daniel R. Triano Athletic Award is given by Daniel's grandparents, John and Helen Filippone. Daniel, an AIT junior at the time, lost his life in an automobile accident, leaving AIT almost 5 years ago. Daniel played sports as soon as he could. He played soccer, baseball, and even basketball. He enjoyed the competition of being around the other children. However, his love was ice hockey. Daniel would be very dedicated to this sport, playing club and once in high school with the Johnson Dayton team. This award goes to a student who was dedicated to and enjoyed playing football and track as much as Daniel did hockey. Also, this student showed good character on and off the field or track. The winner of the 2021 Daniel R. Triano Athletic Award is Nicole Fury. The Jonathan Dayton Cross Country and Track Coaches Award, given by our Booster Association, is to be given to at least one senior who has demonstrated perseverance, hard work, teamwork, and dedication to the program in cross country and/or track. This year's recipients are Emily Kessel and Harrison Turner. Next up, I'll turn it over to Morgan DeWin.
Hi, everybody. Hope you all ate dinner tonight already. Congratulations, everybody, so far. All right, first up is the Springfield Education Foundation Award. Congratulations to the class of 2021. The Springfield Education Foundation is honored to celebrate the accomplishments of another graduating class, and we thank the school district and guidance department for continuing this tradition this year with all of you together again in Halsey Hall. This past year, your senior year, was like no other. It was filled with challenging and unique experiences, and despite all your struggles, you were able to grow and flourish. Your dedication and fortitude during this pandemic are much to be admired. We are incredibly proud of your strength, your compassion, and your determination to overcome whatever life throws your way. This year was just the beginning. Your futures are bright and full of joy. Follow your dreams and enjoy the ride. Best wishes to the entire class in all your future endeavors. The recipients of the 2021 Springfield Education Foundation Leadership Scholarships are Abby Molino, Abby Wilson, Sarah Spinner, Alex Gary, Evan Kay, and Jack Wolcott. Next up, our award from our Jonathan Dayton High School PTSO. Congratulations to the class of 2021. The year that was supposed to be the year of last turned out to be the year of first and became historic for all the wrong reasons. No other graduating class had a senior year like yours, ever. It was a year of struggle, quarantine, and tragedy. At a time when you should have been celebrating the last year of high school with all its wonder, you had to contend with hybrid learning, face masks, and social distancing. But you persevered. You faced the unknown with determination, and despite it all, you were able to achieve greatness. So tonight, we gather to celebrate you, the class of 2021, and your accomplishments. Throughout the past year, many people were honored and praised for their gallant efforts during the pandemic. However, students were rarely recognized for their efforts. So tonight, the PTSO would like to say thank you. Thank you to the class of 2021 for bearing the burden of what the world placed on your shoulders during your senior year. You had zero say in the way your lives were impacted, yet you were expected to do your best every single day, all the while adjusting to a world that was changing rapidly before your very eyes. Thank you for all that you did, for your patience, for your resilience, and for your hard work. You showed everyone how incredibly amazing you are. The PTSO would also like to thank your senior class advisor, Mrs. Coking. She guided you through the toughest year of your lives, held your hands, and wiped away your tears. She was your biggest advocate and your loudest cheerleader. Thank you, Mrs. Coking, for all you did for the class of 2021. You are all hardworking, smart, kind, and strong. Please do not let the past 15 months define you. Let the way you faced and overcame challenges define you. As you can see, there is light at the end of the tunnel. The past gave you experience and made you wiser so that you can create a beautiful and bright future. Best of luck to all in your future endeavors. The PTSO would like to present scholarships to the following members of the senior class: Jordan Berkowitz, Ryan Disco, Aiden Fories, Jordan Fry, Alex Gary, Jordan Harms, Abby Hockreiner, Jordan Smith, Abby Wilson, and Jack Wolcott. Next award is the 2021 National Art Honor Society Scholarship Awards. It takes strong leadership, communication, and artistic skills to run the Dayton chapter of the National Art Honor Society. In spite of weekly meetings limited to Zoom, this year's membership and attendance was at an all-time high. Activities included celebrating Bob Ross Days, making art based on art history, poems, and the seasons with students, artists sharing their work with their fellow NAHS members via Zoom. In spite of COVID quarantine, NAHS was enthusiastic, engaged, and supportive of the artists who attended. COVID did not deter the NAHS, and at the end of the year, members held the NAHS Showcase and induction ceremony. As the advisor of the National Art Honor Society, Mr. Gabriel stated, quote, "I can attest to the reliance I and NAHS members had on our co-president, Sarah Zarenberg, and executive board member, Abby Molino. Sarah consistently came up with creative and successful ways to introduce new art activities to club members. Abby designed and maintained the NAHS Art Club website, allowing and thereby encouraging club members to showcase their artwork. The opportunity to showcase artists' work was significant, given the limited personal contact of Zoom environment. It is a tribute to their art spirit, scholarship, and community service that both Sarah Zarenberg and Abby Molino have been selected to receive the 2021 National Art Honor Society Scholarship Awards." Next up is the Italian National Honor Society Award. The Italian Honor Society is a national organization whose goals are to recognize students who have achieved excellence in the study of Italian, as well as to promote a greater understanding and appreciation of the Italian culture and civilization. To be part of the Dayton National Honor Society, Italian Honor Society, chapter Dante Alighieri, students must have studied Italian for at least 3 years, must have achieved at least a B+ for every year they've studied Italian, and they must be a respectable and a responsible citizen. This year's award goes to Giuliana Monticello. And this award is from the National Honor Society Scholarship. The National Honor Society prides itself on scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Scholarship is a commitment to learning and growing on an educational path. It means making the most of the educational opportunities provided and seeking out learning, not only in school or similar settings, but also personally. Scholarship requires effort, and more importantly, stems from a desire to contribute to this world in a positive way by building on one's own knowledge, skills, and talent through different experiences. Service is seeking out and engaging in meaningful acts. It calls for a service mindset, the desire to seek opportunities to help others as well as much as possible. Although hours are important, service is a need and fulfilling it voluntarily. Sometimes it's driven by a passion for a specific cause or people in need. Leadership builds on service. Service and leadership oftentimes look very similar. Leadership is carrying oneself with dignity and taking ownership and responsibility for one's own actions and participation. Leadership means being an agent, someone who takes action and responsibility of their own pathway. Character is valuing diverse cultures and building relationships that reflect love of self, but also concern for others. There are endless attributes to good character: perseverance, respect, integrity, honesty, sacrifice, the list goes on. Good and noble character is a high calling. Oftentimes, we don't see character unless there's a public display of self-sacrifice, but more often, a very public mistake. Character is not about praiseworthy or blameworthy behavior, but the personal commitment to ethical and compassionate decision-making that affects oneself and others. For this year's National Honor Society Scholarship, we want to thank all NHS members who work diligently to fundraise, work together as a team, and make the year as positive as possible. This year's NHS chapter owes a lot to one individual who showed relentless optimism in countless instances of strong scholarship, service, leadership, and character. He made the virtual room much brighter every time he walked in, and showed enthusiasm for being a part of an organization that represents Jonathan Dayton High School in such a positive light. This student dedicated time, passion, and thoughtfulness towards each NHS project that he worked on. Because of this individual, we have retrieved more information about Dayton's chapter of the NHS from the past, and we also now have a better way to remember current and graduating members for the future. The NHS Scholarship Award goes to none other than David Greenman. Congratulations. All right, I'd like to turn it over now to Mrs. Mary Cooking.
Pleasure to get to know all of you over the past 4 years. And while I've been nagging you, seems like endlessly the past few days, tonight I just want to say congratulations. Every year, the Spirit of 76 Scholarship is awarded to a student that exemplifies hard work, not only in the classroom, but in the community. It would be very easy for our committee to award this scholarship to an honor student with the highest GPA. However, in life, you aren't just measured by the grades you've achieved throughout school, but the way in which you have used the knowledge to better yourself and those around you. This committee prides itself on selecting a well-rounded student who works as hard in the community as they do in the books. The student has demonstrated the exact qualities we are looking for. Her volunteer work in the community was just as impressive as her GPA. Giving her time to those less fortunate by packing meals and coaching our youth in softball shows she puts others over herself. Her participation in the National Honor Society and student government, along with her role as a leader in sports, are the exact qualities this committee looks for in students. With that said, the Springfield Policemen's Benevolent Association is proud to name Abigail Wilson. For a number of years, the Men's Club of Temple Beth Am Israel has awarded scholarships to help encourage the study of the Holocaust and its lasting impact through the Holocaust and Genocide class here at Jonathan Dayton that I have the honor of teaching. It has been my incredible privilege to work with Bernie Flashberg each year to develop an analytical and hopefully thought-provoking prompt for the class essays that are then submitted to the Men's Club for judging. Through their amazing generosity, this award has grown from one award of $250 when we started working together years ago to two $500 awards that will be made again this year. This year's topic was possibly relatable to many, How can life be rebuilt after trauma? Based on the Elie Wiesel quote, for the survivor, death is not the problem. Death was an everyday occurrence. We learn to live with death. The problem is to adjust to life, to living. You must teach us about living. Essay contest is called the Joseph Grunberg and David Apple Memorial Holocaust Essay Contest. These two distinguished gentlemen were longtime Springfield residents and very active members in the Temple and Men's Club. Both were Holocaust survivors, and it has been our honor to memorialize them and provide inspiration to students with this annual event. On behalf of the Temple Beth Am Men's League, it is my honor to congratulate this year's winners, Gavin Jakowski and Ashley Matthew. As each grade has kind of struggled with the pandemic over the past year, the class of 2020 obviously was no different. As they were, they had to sacrifice their class trip, obviously, since we were not in school. The remaining funds in their account, they have generously turned over into scholarships to be paying it forward for the next few years. This year's recipient of the class of 2020 scholarship is Will Carver. Usually, the New Jersey Blood Services High School Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who demonstrates leadership and community service in the organization of school blood drives. As you may or may not be aware, we held one of the very last school blood drives on March 12th, before the state shut down last year. As there is no synthetic replacement for blood, blood drives are incredibly vital for the blood supply necessary for traumas, surgeries, medical and cancer treatments. While this year's NJBS scholarship recipient has been a member of the blood drive committee since his freshman year, it was possibly the more dire need for blood products this past year that helped push him into taking on the role of the entire committee himself. He emailed me asking, is there anything we can do to get involved to help during this crisis? It took a couple of months of his working to find the location, but since then he helped organize monthly blood drives at Chisholm to make up for the numbers lost from our usual 4 held during the school year. I'm very proud to award this year's New Jersey Blood Services High School Scholarship to Jordy Fry. The JDH faculty, or JDHS, I forgot what it is, faculty membership, faculty memorial scholarship, works, is awarded annually, usually in the, to memorialize former faculty members. Originally it was named for Alice Lightail, who was one of our guidance counselors, who went to the University of Wisconsin, but sent her children to Michigan. I don't know what that is. This year's winner goes to Brielle Ramundo. It is now my pleasure to turn the program over to Mrs. Candice Giano.
I would first like to begin by saying congratulations to the class of 2021. I have to say, all of you will hold a very special place in my heart because you were my last class that I taught before I became supervisor of humanities. So I remember you walking through the doors of Bordenier in 6th grade, and many of you in my comm arts class, and now I look at you as amazing adults about to leave Jonathan Dayton. so I couldn't be prouder. My first award that I'm going to present is the David Friere Memorial Scholarship Award. David was born with Down syndrome in 1970, at a time when the doctors told our parents to send him to an institution and forget he was ever born. David was my parents' sixth child, and they never had any intentions to do anything other than raise David, just as they had their other 5 kids, with love, understanding, and hope to impart their values upon him. Our parents were able to do just that, and David grew to become the center of our family and such a unique human being. David was nothing but love and happiness all the time. David was possessed with a wicked sense of humor and sharp wit. David also accepted everyone as they were and treated everyone equally, no matter their race, religion, or station in life. Finally, David had a tremendous love of family, and he was kind to everyone he met. David had an incomparable zest for life, and he loved a good party. For this scholarship, it is those qualities that we were looking for, and honestly, there were 9 great submissions from a very talented and smart group of seniors, and this award would be well served to have been given to any one of them. But we had to narrow it down, and eventually we did. After several votes, much good-hearted discussion, and argument, we were able to come to a unanimous decision. The person we chose, we believe, will do a great job living their life in a way that would make David happy and best exemplify his qualities. This person will be attending college in New York, and we know the scholarships will be put to good use, as she always asks herself, what would David do? As such, we are honored to welcome her into the Fieri family and pleased to announce Sarah Zaremba as the winner of the David Fieri Memorial Scholarship. The next award is the Jean and Louis Del Maro Kind Heart Scholarship Award. You are getting this scholarship because you have shown acts of kindness, like Jean and Louis Del Maro, who had hearts of gold. Those who are receiving this award are Colby Dagner, Pablo Corva, Riel Raimundo, and Abby Hopreiner. The next award is the Primetime Mortgage Kind Scholars. Primetime Mortgage supports youth leadership and community service. The Primetime Mortgage appreciates the community service of students helping other students. Therefore, Primetime Mortgage Corp created a Kind Scholar Scholarship that will honor seniors who have dedicated time to support their school community. Kind Scholars promotes peer mentoring and peer leaders. Kind Scholars appreciates the impact of students supporting each other and thus is especially interested in peer mentoring within the school community. Kind Scholar recipients can be more than 1 high school student per year. Those who will be receiving this award are Nicole Fiore and Olivia Pecknillo. The next award is the Carnegie Federal Savings Charitable Foundation Scholarship. That award goes to Irene Nugent. The next award is the Natalie R. Waltz Scholarship. The Natalie R. Waltz Scholarship Fund was created to honor our mom's many years of service dedicated to Jonathan Dayton and the regional school community. As a member of the Regional School Board representing Springfield for over 25 years, our mother worked tirelessly to promote a top-quality education to its students and to create an atmosphere of excellence for both teachers and students to thrive. She always put the students first and was quite proud of all of the students' achievements. Our mom especially looked forward to participating in Dayton's graduation ceremony each year to be able to hand down each student his or her diploma in recognition of this attained milestone. We hope that the scholarship recipient is a person of high integrity and achievement and shows a concern to serve his or her community. Those who are receiving this award are Jorge Rivera and Sarah Spinner. The next award is the Philip D. and Victoria Torrisi Memorial Scholarship. This award goes to Patrick Kajai and Emma Mohavir. The next award is the Spanish Language and Culture Award. Each year, the Spanish department gets together and they identify a student that they feel deserves this award for all the hard work and achievements that they've accomplished throughout their years in the program in Jonathan Dayton High School. Most of the time, that person is also ending their Spanish career at Dayton in an AP class. The person that will be receiving this award tonight is Ana Maria Gracion. The next award is the New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy Award. This award is presented to students every year that are biliterate, that achieve the Seal of Biliteracy from the Department of Education because they are biliterate in two languages, English and another language. As you know, in Jonathan Dayton, we offer Spanish, French, and Italian. These students must be enrolled in an honors level or AP course, as well as must achieve a passing score on a state-approved exam. This is the first year that we've had this many students receiving this award, which I couldn't be prouder of as the World Language Supervisor. So if you could hold your applause to the end, we have 30 students receiving this award this year. Zachary Abramowitz, Ava Bertolotti, Gina Carrera. You guys can come up, you guys can also come up. Sebastian Castano, Pablo Corval, Ana Maria Crisión, Aiden Porters, Alexander Darry, David Greenman, Jalissa Hernandez, Abby Hochreiner, Kelly Iglesias, Kayla Kane, Polina Polina, I couldn't say this, it's not, yeah. Cynthia Martinez, Eliana McNamee, Juliana Monticello, Mia Oliveira, Johnny Peralta, Rachel Roderick, Daniela Rosario, sorry, Mrs. Cogan, Julissa Salerno, Didier Selena Tuckler, Sophia Saminsky, Risa Solis, Samantha Tunkin, Olivia Vendes, Emily Vieja, Timothy Ware, and Sarah Zeraner. Mr. Greg Salmon for the next set of awards.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Best of luck with everything you have in store for you for your futures. Every year, the mathematics department gives an award for high achievement in AP Computer Science. This year, the Computer Science Award for high achievement in AP Computer Science goes to Christopher Engelhardt. The next series of awards are on behalf of the Fine Arts Department. The first award is the National School Choral Award given to Kaylee Iglesias. The next award is the National School Orchestra Award, goes to Kyla Kane. The next award is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, goes to Anna Maria Kreitschuk. The next award is the John Philip Sousa Award, goes to Sarah Zarimer. The next award is from the Future Business Leaders of America. This student is a hard-working student with a passion and drive for the business world. She has been an amazing business student. She's accepted various tasks, organized and participated in numerous fundraisers, school functions, and charitable events as president of the Future Business Leaders of America Club. She also competed and attended the New Jersey FBLA State Leadership Conference and the New Jersey Consumer Bowl. The next 4 years is your time to go down to business. The award goes to Abigail Wilson. My pleasure to introduce our athletic director, Mr. Lance Jacobs.
Thank you, Mr. Salmon, and congratulations to the class of 2021. You've all shown us the ability to persevere and overcome during some challenging times, and each and every one of you was integral to the division and sectional championships obtained by boys and girls cross country, golf, track, girls volleyball, boys lacrosse, and also girls basketball, who went undefeated within the division, although this year, because of the condensed season, the conference didn't hand out divisional titles. So applause to you all. Union County Scholar Athlete. Each year, Union County recognizes one male and one female student athlete from each school in Union County. Those individuals representing Jonathan Dayton were recognized today at Arthur L. Johnson High School at 5 p.m. I would ask that those two recipients please stand to be recognized, and that is Aiden Forbes and Abby Hochreiner. Dayton Excellence in Athletics Award. This year's recipients are David Ayers and Jesse Thompson. The Babe Ruth Foundation Sportsmanship Award. Two representatives are receiving this, Francesco Saraceno and Abigail Wilson. The Jonathan Dayton Outstanding Athlete Award, this year's recipients, Aiden Fories and Kaya Mehi. The Soccer Club of Springfield Scholarship. The Soccer Club of Springfield would like to announce its 2021 Scholarship Award winners. While some of these recipients may have already played their last competitive soccer match, most played their first while wearing the crest of the Soccer Club of Springfield. These winners have consistently proven themselves by utilizing leadership skills from their parents, teachers, coaches, and applied them in their homes, in the classrooms of Jonathan Dayton High School, and on the soccer pitch. We are confident that the development of these leadership skills had prepared them for success in their collegiate years, their future careers, and as responsible members of their communities. Participating in youth team sports often helps prepare young people for the challenges they may face in their careers or as members of a family. These young people have certainly dealt with unprecedented challenges in these last months and have unprecedented challenges ahead of them. We hope that the coaches they learned from, the teammates they battled with, and the friendships they made while playing soccer will contribute to lasting memories and lessons they can apply as they navigate their lives. On behalf of the Soccer Club of Springfield's Board of Directors, we would like to announce this year's winners are Aiden Fories, Jordan Smith, and Jack Walcott. The Brian Piccolo Award. This year's recipients are Anthony Apicella and Brielle Raimondo. United States Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award. This year's recipients, Aliana McNamee and Jack Walcott. U.S. Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. This year's recipient is Ryan Disco. U.S. Marine Corps Distinguished Music Award, Aiden Forries. The U.S. Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, Emma Moavir. We have several candidates for the Bulldogs Award, so I'm going to ask that you please hold your applause to the end. When your name is announced, please come to the stage and stay on the stage. Bulldog Awards, Pablo Carvajal, Nicole Cataldo, Elsie Cohen, come on up folks, Anthony Carigliano, Colby Dagner, Jeremy Dash, Layla Davis, Joshua Jackson, Michael Kinerick, Quentin Kennedy, Shannon Kennedy, Emily Kessel, Eliana McNamee, Cole McTurnan, Alexandria Manguso, Patrick Phillips, Carolina Silva, Nicholas Stampoulis, Harrison Turner, and Olivia Vendas. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Next, turn it over to Mr. John Teleska.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. Okay, the following awards are for Jonathan Dayton Award for Excellence for the highest achievement at Jonathan Dayton High School in Italian, Giuliana Monticello. For the highest achievement in French, Dia Patel. For the highest achievement in Spanish, Samantha Temkin. We have two recipients for the highest achievement in mathematics, Abigail Molina and Emma Mohabir. For the highest achievement in social studies, MMOW. For the highest achievement in English, Abigail Molino. Again, we have 2 recipients for the highest achievement in science, Patrick Ajayi and Abby Hopprimer. For the highest achievement in visual art, Ashley Mastanza. For the highest achievement For the highest achievement in practical arts, Ryan Disco. For the highest achievement in performing arts, Aaliyah Ellison. For the highest achievement in technology, Jorge Rivera. For the highest achievement in business, Jeremy Dash. For the highest achievement in physical education, we have 2 recipients, Ryan Disco and Sarah Spinner. Okay. Dr. Derek Nelson was loved and respected principal of Westfield High School and a member of the Union County Secondary School Principals Association. Dr. Nelson had a passion for intellectual pursuits and selfless service. He had a big heart, an infectious smile, and genuine love for his fellow man. Dr. Nelson left us entirely too soon in 2019, leaving behind a glowing legacy of service to the education field and service to his country as a member of the U.S. Army Reserves. Union County Secondary Schools Principal Association has established this recognition in the memory of Dr. Nelson to recognize a student that exemplifies characteristics Dr. Nelson exhibited: a thirst for knowledge, a love for the fellow man, a desire to serve. A student, male or female, is selected from each active high school in Union County. The Jonathan Dayton High School recipient is Patrick Ajayi. The next award is the Heart of Dayton's Principal Service and School Spirit Scholarship. This goes to Alexander Gary. Jonathan Dayton Faculty Scholarship, selected by the faculty for school spirit, leadership, and dedication to our school, Mr. Alexander Gary. Union County Superintendent's Scholars Award, recognition by the Superintendent of Schools for Outstanding Achievement, Abby Hochreiner and Emma Mogier. Next, we have the Jonathan High School 2020-2021 Students of the Month. If you are here this evening, when I say your name, please stand up. And please hold all applause to the end. For September, Sarah Spinner. For October, Christopher Engelbart. For November, Anna Maria Gracian. For December, Patrick Ajayi. For January, Abigail Molino. February, Ryan Disco. March, Maya Barnhart. April, Abigail Wilson. May, Emma Mobier. And for June, David Greenman. Well done. And finally, I'd like to take time to recognize our 2020-2021 Educators, Governor's Educator of the Year, Springfield's very own, Mr. David Steinman.
It's good. Flowers.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to thank everyone for coming this evening. It is wonderful for all of us to be together to celebrate the achievements of the students, and we look forward to continuing to do so next week at graduation. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.